Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Guided, and this is Granada X on the SEGA Megadrive. This is the SEGA logo in blue. This is the Wolfteam logo in silver. This being a Megadrive kart-based game, we're not going to get much of an intro, but here's a tank. It's a future tank, no less. A blue futuristic tank. Granada? Nobody knows who named it or how it's said. But this is the story for the game, this is the intro. There's not much of an intro on this. This is a 1990 game, so it's quite an early Mega Drive release. And it's a shoot 'em up, which is groovy. It's a bit of a maze-based shoot 'em up, so it's a little like, warpy logo. Look at your warpy logos. Yeah, 1990 Wolfteam. Yeah, it's a bit like a maze, a sort of gauntlet-style maze, where you drive your tank around, killing red things that are on a radar. You've got like a little radar, so we start the game. There's like red blobs on there. You've got to destroy all those things, and then find where the boss lives. Find his house, invade his house, shoot his face, and then you move on to the next level. It has some small but nicely detailed sprites. Sort of a noisy background pattern in most textures, like that tarmac there is just like a noise pattern. Your tank fires an impressive volley of lasers. Like I said, you can lock your shot in place by holding a button and so you can strafe. I've picked up a weapon. That's not something that's attacking me, that's something that's helping me. It's a bit like an R-type style orb. And you have a charge shot, like a bigger powerful shot for taking out larger targets. We've got some sort of rolling pins here, some industrial sized rolling pins that are trying to kill you. I don't think you can destroy those. I've tried multiple times, but I don't think you can. And you got some bigger tanks, which look menacing, but they only fire like a bit. I shouldn't say you. Never mind. So your tank is very capable, and the game throws a hell of a lot of sprites around, it has to be said. And it's fairly entertaining. It's kind of disorienting the first few times you play it in terms of level layout. There's not that many landmarks, but if you just follow the radar, you should be able to get through most levels. Yeah, the rolling pins just kind of got me there. Did you notice that? This is a weird. There's some weird designs on some of these things. I don't know why I've got giant industrial rolling pins, flattening tanks for fun. There's some more things I have to destroy. As you can see, when I destroy them, they get taken off the radar. The music is okay, the sound effects are okay, the graphics, like I said, are variable, they're kind of okay. Some of the background stuff is a bit noisy, as I said. Some of the sprites have nice amounts of animation in their rotation, which is groovy. Your little tank changes shape if it picks power-ups, certain power-ups up, like you can get a missile power-up which changes the shape of the tank. Sort of adds like rocket pods to the side of it, it looks kind of cool. Here we're strafing some buildings and we're shooting some other tanks who don't appear to be conscious of my existence. These other tanks though, there's some AI driven tanks that do want to kill you immediately, they like swarm you. And that can be pretty difficult, especially if they're firing homing missiles. It gets dangerous then. So, being an early Mega Drive game, as you can see, it's kind of on the cusp of being good looking and mediocre. Same with the music. And it does have some nice things in here, like the second level boss is kind of a weird rotating mixture of sprites, he's quite impressive. The first level boss is big, I wouldn't call it impressive necessarily. It's like a big blue frog trying to squash your face with its big blue ass. Okay, see? He's on me. Like a freaking cheap suit. The colour scheme's not very nice on him, I will have to say. So this game, at the moment, costs around £40 English on import. And this is the Japanese version. I don't know if this came out on PAL. I'm pretty sure it came out in America, but PAL I don't know. And the Japanese version at least has a weird sticker on the cart. And I think this is a common problem no problem with Granada X. You're going to find a copy and it's going to have sticker peel on the car, because the paper they've used for the sticker is weird. It's sort of greasy feeling, and the glue doesn't like sticking into plastic, so it's going to look a bit tatty, I think, whichever one you get. Whichever copy you pick up, rather, on the Japanese system. If it did come out in PAL or American territories, maybe they fix that. The instruction book is alright, it's got a couple of illustrations in it and screen grabs. Ooh, here's a level. I believe this is here's a level. I believe this game was a PC game first and foremost in the Japanese land of Japan, and converted to the Megadrive. I don't think this is a Megadrive exclusive. I'm not sure it came out in any other formats though. Those clouds in the background are actually sprites. You can see them sprite flicker every now and again. But it's quite effective. Like I say, the Megadrive is throwing a lot of stuff around here for how early this game is. It's an enjoyable game. I do like this game, even though it's fairly difficult and brutal to start off with. You get used to it, and the power-ups do help greatly. When you first start, you won't recognise what things are actually power-ups. Like that grey box is a power-up. It's not part of the background. Look, it's giving me a missile, and put a missile pod on the side of my tank. Lovely. But there is, at points, a huge amount of sprites flying around the screen, and it does get a little glitchy and a little slow downy, because they are pushing the Megadrive pretty hard. But you can kind of forgive it that a little bit, I guess, for the ambition. Some more stuff. So why you've got a tank on top of an aircraft, I don't know. I mean, it's nonsensical. Yeah, how did you even drive it up there? Don't know. Answers on a postcard to someone who cares. Now I've got 2 pods, look. Ooh, got 2 loads of missiles coming out of me. You can get 4 missile pods on this level. It's groovy. Here's another 2. Oh, sorry, another one. Look at that. Yeah, you get some formidable power in this game, which is groovy. I like that a lot. Line up on the platform there. Yeah, so you can see, like I say, it's quite mazy. I can't drive up those lighter blue areas, I have to kind of drive around them, which is slightly annoying. You can fall to your doom on this level, you can fall to the side, so you have to be careful where you're driving. Enemy shots are easy to see, which is always good. Look at that wing thing I'm on there. Look, it's just a noise pattern with some bolts on it. It's very dour to look at that background. But the clouds in the far background are actually not that bad. So yeah, looks like a mixed bag. There's some heavy sprite flicker there, don't know if you noticed. So here's the boss, this rotating nonsense. I believe Wolfteam did quite a lot of good SEGA games with rotation, kind of clever stuff in. Yeah, that boss, you have to shoot it with the beam weapon, because if you shoot it with the normal laser weapon, its eye closes and you can't get to it. So there's a bit of speech there as well, which isn't very audible or recognisable, but it did say Stage 3. Bit of Thunder Force 2E on the old speech. So did this come out the same year as Thunder Force 2? Maybe it came out the same year as Thunder Force 3 actually. So, yes. In that case then, the graphics probably are a little lacking in the comparison. Was Thunder Force 3 1990? Can't remember. Anyway, I remember this reviewing fairly averagely back in the day. Average to good. It was never deemed an awesome game. And to be fair, I think they were right. I think it's pretty decent. It's just not. It's not like a must-have. And it's 45 quid. Did I say that? Yeah, it's 45 quid. I think I was beginning to say that. It's 45 quid at the moment, which, you know, for a non... You're never going to get a minty version of this game, and if you do, you're a lucky bastard. It's quite a lot of money. It's, you know, the cost of a brand new freaking game, isn't it? It's the cost of Elden Ring. You're going to get more excitement out of that, surely? Don't know. This being a retro channel, we won't discuss things like that. We'll just say, look at the way the tanks rotate around. Oh, cute. There's missiles everywhere. There's shit flying around all over the place. Oh my god, it's amazing. Well, the sprite usage is pretty damn sweet, has to be said. I think the red things you have to destroy on this level are those kind of crosses that fly around shooting bits at you. It's not made that clear what the actual target is. There's mines on this level, so you can see that I'm having trouble operating the tank through this maze-like road system, and there are mines on the road. If you shoot the mines, it blocks the road up with a repeating explosion, and you can't get past it. So you have to be a little bit careful about what you shoot on this one. So there's a bit of tactics there, see? Some tactics. That background, far background there. Is that supposed to be a city, do you think? Not sort of like Lego? Kind of. It kind of works. Sorta. Bit sprite flicking there. There you go, there's the mines, like the repeating exploding mines. And it takes energy off you, so you can't go that way. You've got to go the other way. Otherwise you're going to die. That's right, go the other way. There's very little room to manoeuvre on this level to get away from missiles. Ironic then it's called Manoeuvre Scepter in the opening dialogue. My brain went slow there, so my sentence was very slow. There's a mine. Fucking laser cannon shooting me point blank in the face! Take it back. Take it back. Eat my lasers. We've got some orange road markings. Very striking. Where are we going now? Where are we going? Oh, that's probably where the boss is going to be. I haven't destroyed all the red things yet. There's a whole bunch of swarm. I call it a swarm of red dots in the bottom corner of the map there. And I know from playing this game before that that can get pretty damn hectic. Don't shoot the mine because the mine will blow you up. You can drive over the mine and it's fine, but you shoot it with a laser, it repeatedly explodes. Alright, let's try and find these swarm of bastards down here. Here they come. Yeah, if you just jump in, just kind of dive in, all these things kind of just come at your face like a moth. Like an angry moth firing missiles at you, and it's not pleasant. At least you can shoot the homing missiles. Lost all my power-ups. Here's some more of those crosses. What did they ever do to you, eh? Doesn't matter. I'm tasked with destroying them, so destroy them I will. Oh, got me. That's game over. So that's Granada X. It's pretty decent. Not worth 45 quid though. Alright, ta-ra.